All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff Darling, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited today because we are taking this thing online. We have been doing live meetings each and every week for the past few months and getting a lot of people in, getting a lot of people excited about this. And today we wanted to take it beyond Montana, take it to people who may not be able to make the live meetings because we all know things get busy. So we decided to take it to your guys' homes. Excuse me, one second. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited that you guys are able to come and join us and learn about this awesome opportunity that we have today. And so I just want to introduce myself real quick. As I said, my name is Jeff Darling, and we got a lot of people popping in right now. So I'm letting people in and kind of getting started and making sure everybody gets a chance to hear the whole thing. But I've been with Tranont now for about a little over a month, and it's been really, really exciting time for me in just this month that I've been with them. I'm really excited to join this Montana team because it's just blowing up. And I've been under Janaea and just been having a great time through it. And I'm very, very close to getting my Jeep. I'm just probably a couple weeks away and I'll be able to get my Jeep within 2 months. So I'm really excited about that. And it was just thanks to coming to one of these meetings and learning about this great company and the things that it does. So I just been really excited about it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in a second here, I'm going to introduce Janaea. She's going to take you through everything that you need to know. And like I said, she helped bring me in through her team, and I've been working with them for quite a while now. And it's just a great time for me and my family, and it's opened up some awesome opportunities for us that we wouldn't have had otherwise. And so let me introduce Janaea real quick. Sorry, I kind of lost my words. I'm getting a lot of people coming in here, so I'm trying to admit some people in, and it's throwing me off a little bit, so I apologize for that. But Janaea just hit Pearl, and she got a $2,000 bonus with that. And she got her Jeep just a little while ago within just 47 days. And she has been working very hard at this. But now it's about 3 months, and she's making bonuses, and she's really, really killing it here in Montana. And I've learned a lot from her, from being under her, and just helping me out and getting me going. So I'm really excited to bring her on here and have her share with you what Tranont is.
Gotcha.
So with no further ado, Janaea, I'm going to have you come in and talk to us about Tranont.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. This is my first Zoom call, so please bear with me. I guess, do I need to add people in if they come?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You'll have to hit admit
okay.
when they come on. That's kind of me off.
Okay. So if you could just, there is down at the bottom of our screen, you're going to see a little pop-up that says chat. And if you could just, if you want to, I would love to just know who's on here, say hello. If you have any questions, we're going to have a Q&A at the end of this. But I'm going to be asking some questions through this. So if you can hear me okay, I just want to make sure that everything's coming through. So please let me know. I hear you, Janaea. You're good. Audio's good. That's the most important thing. So let me.
I hear you, Janaea. Everything's good.
All right. Awesome. Okay, that helps me out because I just want to make sure that my audience is able to hear me. So, my father-in-law just popped on. Hi, Paul, all the way from Michigan. So I know we have Eric and Sarah all the way from Tennessee. Hello. Amber, hi from Helena. Amber. So I see some of you on here. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to share our screen. And we are going to get started here. And then I will kind of just introduce myself and tell you how this company got started in my life. So hold on here just a minute. I'm trying to pop this up so you don't. Okay. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Thumbs up? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. So
Here's for me. This is Wendy.
okay. Wendy's coming on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Awesome. Nice to see you, Myra. Yay. I'm glad you got on. That's great. Okay. So I'm thankful that you guys are all on here. I'm super excited to be here tonight. Like I said, this is a whole new avenue for us. We haven't done this yet, me and my team, but I'm excited about it because we get to be throughout the United States. So this is pretty cool. So I want to just kind of introduce myself. Some of you know me. Some of you might know me not as well. But my name is Janaea Korthals, like Jeff had mentioned. I have been married to my husband for about 18 years, and we have 3 amazing kids. My oldest is 17, and then I have a 12-year-old and a 5-year-old. And currently, I work 2 jobs. I'm hoping to eliminate one of them here soon. But I live in Townsend, Montana, and this company was introduced to me by my sister-in-law back in October. So the end of October is when this company was introduced to me. And I will just kind of give you a rundown of where I was in my life, because I've said this before, but I think it is really important for people to know people's stories. We all have a story. We're all in a certain part in our life right now. We all have something to tell that we were somewhere before, we're somewhere right now, and we want to be somewhere else in the future, right? We're always trying to change. We're always trying to grow. And there's always things that kind of pop up to either, stump us along the way or halt us in a situation that we're in. And that's kind of where I like to start my story. Is about 4 years ago, my husband had lost his job, and he had a great job. And he was able to get another great job after that, but he was not making as much as he was used to. We were actually losing $20,000 a year.
So can you hit this
so
and then
you
she'll
can
see us?
imagine how that hit
4
our
different
family.
conferences, but I'm only seeing
Our
one.
savings got depleted. Our credit got hit really hard, and it was a pretty tough time for our family. And since then, we have just been trying to.
So now she can't see us anymore.
These are the other people that are around the conference.
Paul and Cheryl. Hi.
Hi.
I need to ask everybody, could you go down to the bottom and just click on your microphone and make sure that it has a red line against it? That way I can't hear anything that's going on in your household. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I want
We
to talk
can't
to
see
you.
you either, Janaea.
Paul and Cheryl are my in-laws from Michigan. So they're all the way from Michigan. But if everybody could just make sure that they're muted, and that would help me out a lot. Thank you. Okay. So we just had really gotten hit hard financially. And Nicole, which she's my sister-in-law, she knew where I was at when she approached me with this business back in October. And she was telling me, Janaea, I'm going to eliminate a car payment. I'm going to get paid to drive a Jeep. I'm going to make residual income. I'm going to pay down debt. And of course it piqued my interest because I knew that I wanted something different for me and my family in our life. I knew I needed something to change. And I felt as if my husband and I had tried everything under the sun to get our financial situation changed, and it wasn't working. And so I was intrigued by what she was saying, but at the same time, I like to call myself a super skeptic because that's what I am. I'm super skeptic about anything new, about any MLMs or home-based businesses, because I've looked at a lot. I've been part of a couple. And so I told Nicole, I told my sister-in-law, I said, you get that Jeep, and when you eliminate that car payment, you come see me. And a month and a half later, in December, she was sitting behind the wheel of that Jeep. And we sat down and had a chat. And it was something that my husband and I sat down at the end of December and really decided, okay, we are going to take a leap of faith. And we are going to do this to better our family's future. And that is literally why I stepped into this company. When I began to look at this company and the structure of this company, I was highly impressed. It wasn't like anything that I had ever seen before. And I've seen a lot of home-based businesses. So I just want to kind of give you the rundown, and I will share with you in a little bit of what it's done, what this company has done in my life. But I just wanted to kind of give you a backstory of where me and my husband were at financially when this company came into our lives. So I am trying to get toward the next screen, and I might have to call my tech savvy guy in here, Jeff, because it's not letting me go to the next screen. It's not letting me go to the next. Might be frozen here. Darn it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when we use technology. And I don't necessarily need this. Okay. Yep. I was going to say it's.
Just do it like that.
Okay. So I actually just want to go here. And I'm sorry that you're going to probably see all the rest of the PowerPoint stuff, but we'll just keep it at this. So I just wanted to give you the history of Tranont. That is our company. That is our business. And they were founded back in 2013. And what they were when they were founded was a financial education company. Okay, so they were helping people get out of their financial bondage, essentially. They were helping people be more smart with their money, manage their money, save their money, protect their money. That's what they were about. And because they realized that 85% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And I will tell you, that was me and my husband. Before we entered into Tranont, we lived paycheck to paycheck. And I think we all know the downside of that. The downside of living paycheck to paycheck is life happens, right? Whether it's your car breaks down, whether it's your furnace goes kaput, whether it's pipes frozen. We get a lot of that in Montana and during the winter times. Life happens. And usually when life happens, it costs money, right? It costs money to make that go away, make that problem go away. And so when you're living, hi Kelly, she's my cousin from Florida. Hi. When we're living paycheck to paycheck and these emergencies happen, what happens is most Americans, 85% of Americans, do not have an emergency fund. They do not have a savings to draw from. So what do? And I will tell you, my husband and I were there for the past 4 years, and I will say that it is probably one of the most hopeless situations that I've been in. Because the struggle is people work so hard. We work so hard, and when we're not getting ahead financially, that's when it can get pretty discouraging and pretty hopeless. And just to be vulnerable and transparent, that's where we were last fall. I mean, that's where we were. So what Tranont has and what they started is they know that 85% of Americans, that's what it is. That's what we struggle with. So they started just training people on how they can get out of debt, how they can have the financial freedom that they want. About a year and a half ago, they expanded into the health industry, okay? And because their motto was, you can't enjoy your wealth unless you have your health, right? So they expanded into the health industry. And what I love about this is now there's two entities in this company. You've got a wealth service products that you can have, you've got health products that you can have, or you can have both. That's what I love, that this company is for everyone. And that's what gets me excited. So you can tell that we have offices in Lehigh, Utah, Toronto, Canada, and we're also in Puerto Rico. So we're in 3 different countries. And if you see down at the bottom of this slide, we are recognized by Inc. 500. I don't know if some of you are familiar with Fortune 500. This is a sister company of that. And what they do is they research thousands of home-based businesses and they shrink the top 500. And Tranont has made the top 500 businesses that's growing. Okay? All right, so that's a little bit of the history. Like I said, we will have a Q&A at the end of this. So if you guys just want to chat your questions, we can answer them at the end. Okay, so this is what I get excited about. This is what I want to share with you about what is Tranont. So, like I said, it has a health part where you see the products that we have, and then it has a wealth part which gives you all the wealth services that you can get. Okay, so I'm going to go over the supplements really quick. Okay, so I'm going to do the health part first, and then I'm going to get to your wealth services. Now, this is called Life, and I don't know if you guys can, oops, sorry, I don't know how to, this is called Life, okay? This is our living enzyme product. Now, there's a lot of ranting and raving about this product because it's doing major things. It is for your gut, okay? So we all have enzymes when we're born. The thing about that is every 10 years, 10% of our enzymes are depleted in our bodies. So I'm sure, let me ask this. You guys can put this in the chat. Who knows of someone who has a gut issue? Whether it be IBS, and you can just chat, yes, me, yes, a family member, yes, a friend, but who has IBS, Crohn's, lactose, gluten, whatever the case might be, acid reflux, any of those, we either struggle with this or we know someone who does. And this, essentially, this enzyme breaks down our food. Okay, that's all it does. It's a living enzyme that breaks down our food. Now, I have a little demonstration I want to show you with our Life pills. Okay, this is a pudding pack. Okay, this is a pudding pack that I just got from the store. You can see this pudding, it's not going anywhere, okay? It's pretty stuck in there, this pudding, okay? So what I'm gonna do, and I know it's hard on the Zoom because it's hard to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm taking one of our Life pills and I'm gonna break it apart and I'm gonna dump it in the pudding, okay? And then I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm just gonna stir it, and you can kind of see my powder in there from my enzyme. And I'm just going to stir it in that pudding. And I'm going to get back to this pudding. I'm going to show you what it does to this pudding after we go over some of the other supplements. But I just want to show you how it breaks down our food. Now, I have a couple different testimonies about these Life pills. I know all of my team members, most of my team members have a story with these Life pills. I will give my first testimony of my husband. My husband has had horrible acid reflux for the last 6 years. He has been on Nexium solid for the last 6 years. And those of you that know anything about Nexium, you're only supposed to be on it 2 weeks max at a time. He had not. He was taking it consistently for 6 years. So you can imagine what it did with his gut. He had horrible gut issues. Not only did he have acid reflux, he had horrible gut issues. I'm not kidding when I say after every single meal, my husband had to go to the bathroom, and he was in there for about 30 minutes. It was not a quality of life that he enjoyed. It was not a quality of life that I enjoyed. He was always miserable. He took these for 2 days. He's been off of his Nexium for 4 months. 4 months he has not taken a Nexium. He just takes his Life supplements. And I think I forgot to mention that all of our supplements are natural plant-based supplements. They're all natural, plant-based. So he just takes his Life and he is good to go. He literally now can eat anything he wants and he just pops his Life pills. Okay, so that's first of all, our Life. It's one of my favorites. I will tell you also that my brother has had IBS for 13 years. Within a week of taking Life, no more IBS. He hasn't had IBS for 5 months. He can eat anything he wants and he's good to go. I myself, I do not have gut issues. I don't struggle with gut issues, but I use them as a weight loss supplement. The first 3 weeks with this and the other products that I'm going to show you, I dropped 25 pounds. So, girl, women and men, you can use these as a weight loss product too. Okay, next one is our Vibe, which I get so excited about the Vibe. It's a great brain food for your brain, okay? Who in here, if you could chat at the bottom, who in here is an energy drink junkie? Or maybe you're a coffee fiend. Or maybe you're just a carb fiend, right? I mean, we do energy drinks, we do coffee, we do carbs. What happens after they get to a high? We crash, right? We have that crash. Vibe is natural energy that doesn't only give you energy, but it gives you clarity, okay? And all of these products, you don't have to be 18 or older to take these. These are safe for children. We have 5 team members that I can think of right now that their children suffered from ADD and ADHD, and their kids are on these and they're off of their Adderall. So it is very beneficial brain food. It also has lion's mane mushroom in it, which is connected to prevent against dementia and Alzheimer's. Okay, so it helps with depression, anxiety, stress, and moods. So it has a lot of functions in it. So it's one that I take every single day. It's amazing. Okay, next one. I'm getting through these. I'm going to try to get through these quick. Balance is our multivitamin. And I will tell you, I've taken a lot of multivitamins through the years. I have not been impressed. This one, when I got it in the mail, I was kind of a little skeptic. I'm not going to lie, because I just have not had good results with multivitamins. This is the first year. Now listen, this is the first year that I have not gotten sick. And I usually get sick during the flu season at least 3 times, because I have 3 kids that either go to school or daycare and they bring it home to their mama. Okay. So
Yep.
I do, but I have not gotten sick, and I've actually started giving these to my children because they have had kind of a tough flu season. They are now on these as well because I want them to stay healthy. So that is our multivitamin. Okay. Then we have a Restore. So what our Restore is, I just started taking this. It's amazing. If you suffer from any joint pain, muscle pain, if you've had surgery and you suffer from chronic pain from that, Restore is one that will benefit you. It helps with your muscle and your joint repair. There's lots of people that take it for a post-workout as well. My brother, those of you that know him that are on here, he's very, very fit. He's into weightlifting. He takes Restore after every single weightlifting session, okay? He swears by it. That's our other one. Okay, trying to get through these fast so I don't bore you. Okay, our collagen. This is a type 1 collagen. You guys know anything about collagen? Ladies, we usually think hair, skin, and nails, which is true. It's good for all of that. But what I love about this stuff, I've been on for a few months now, it helps with your joints as well, and it helps with your gut. So when I pair up my Life and my collagen, my type 1 collagen, it does wonders on my gut. Its digestive qualities are great. Our body is made up of 30% type 1 collagen, and that's what this is. And we have it in 2 flavors, okay? All right, last but not least, and then we'll get to the wealth, is we got our Soothe product. So how many in here have heard about the CBD? Okay, you can put yes or no at the bottom. I thought I was gonna know how to, I thought there was a way to see where you guys are responding, but I can't see them. So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But CBD they are projecting this to be a $22 billion industry in the next 2 years. You'll hear a lot about the CBD oils, okay? Ours is not an oil. It's a water-soluble fluid. And why it's a fluid is because we know, because in 2nd grade, we learned that our bodies are made up of 75% water, right? So we know that oil and water, they don't mix. So when you take oil and you put it in your body, it's only gonna absorb, when it's a CBD oil, it's only gonna absorb 3% into your body. With our fluid, you get 93% absorption. Now, CBD is connected to lots of different things. It's connected to getting your REM sleep. It's connected to depression, anxiety, liver issues, heart problems, digestive issues. I mean, migraines. I have several of my team members right now that suffer from migraines, and when they feel one coming on, they take CBD and it doesn't ever come. I started taking CBD for my sleep because the older I get, I hate to admit this, but I do not sleep well. And I will give you a little story. This is kind of funny. This is cute. About I don't know, about a month ago, we were in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and my husband and my kids and I were in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and we were staying in a hotel. And we had, we were all in one room. And when we woke up in the morning, I went to go cuddle with my daughter. She's my oldest. She's my 17-year-old. And she was kind of in a cranky mood, 17, teenager, cranky mood. What? But she was. Believe it or not, she was a teenager in a cranky mood. And I said, what's the matter with you? And she goes, Mom, I did not get any sleep. And I said, why? And she goes, you did not hear Dad snoring away. And it just made me crack up, because that was the first week that I had been on this stuff. I had not heard him one iota. And usually he always keeps me up with his snoring. But so you can probably tell that since that night, I take CBD every single night before I go to sleep, so I can sleep through the night. So I can't say enough great things about this, but it is hot on the market right now, and ours is the only fluid on the market right now. Okay. All right. So that is the end of our supplements. And I wanted to show you what my pudding did while we were chatting. Oops. So can you hold that up so they can see it? Okay, Jeff's gonna hold my cup. Watch what this did. It completely liquefied the pudding. Thank you. It completely liquefied the pudding. So that just shows you what it does to our food. Now I will tell you, we always put a disclaimer out there that it doesn't come out like this, I promise, okay? So it doesn't come out like this, but it just shows you how that breaks up the food, okay? All right, so that's our health. That's our health side. So I really want to get to the wealth side. That is the side that I get super excited about, because it's done monumental things for my family and I. So I don't want to get emotional. I always get emotional at this part, but I get emotional because it really has done amazing things within my family. And so let's get started with the wealth. So with Tranont, like I said, they offer several services to you to help you get back on a financial wagon that you want to be on, whether that is getting out of debt, whether that is setting yourself up for retirement, whether that is taking more vacations with your family, whatever the case might be, that is what they're in the business of doing. So I want to go through these services really quick. If you look on the screen, you're going to see where it says credit services. So what that is, it's a company, it's a white glove company of credit services that Tranont has partnered with that will work on your credit. So this is for people that have either damaged credit, poor credit, no credit, bad credit, it doesn't matter. This is for people that want to get their credit better. Now, we all know that if we don't have a good credit score, what happens? We either can't get loans, right? We can't get an auto loan, we can't get a mortgage, or our interest rates are astronomical, correct? Yes, the lower that our credit score is, the higher that we have to pay in interest, which is more money going out of our pocket. So what this company does is they do the legwork for you. And if you've ever been in a situation where you've had to work on your credit, those of you that have been there, I was there, it can be a very frustrating process, because you can try to do as much as you can and your credit score just won't show your hard work. So what this company does, they do all the legwork for you. They know what to do. They know the time frames to do it in. They know the avenues to take you to get you the best score possible. This changed mine and my husband's situation in a phenomenal way. I will tell you, my husband's only been in this company for a month and a half. I've been in for 3 months, and both of our credit scores have gone up in the triple digits. And what I mean by that is my husband's has gone up 135 points and mine has gone up 105 points. So we are on our way to credit score success is what I like to call it. But that was a huge moment for us, because we have been struggling to get our credit scores where we want them to be. So that's what that service does. If that's something you choose, if that's something that would help you, that's what it does for you. Our next service is our tax service. And when I introduce one of my team members, Mr. Al, here in a few minutes, I'm going to actually let him kind of go into the tax services a little bit deeper. And the reason why I like to do that is because he has been a business owner most of his life. He's very, very knowledgeable on taxes. But I will tell you this, that 85% of Americans pay more in our taxes than we should. And I have learned when I became a business owner of Tranont 3 months ago, the wealth of information that I've learned about our taxes has been astronomical. When we become business owners, we are eligible for so many different write-offs that I didn't even realize I was eligible for as a business owner. You get to write off half your mortgage. You get to write off half of your phone bill, half of your utility bill, meals, mileage, expenses, anything that has to do with your business. You get to write that off at the end of the year. And what I love about this service is not only do they do our taxes for free after 6 months of being a member with them, but they are specialists in this. So just like we have specialist, doctors, we have specialist nurses, our tax guys are specialized in home-based business. So they know exactly what to write off to put money back into our pockets at the end of the year. And if you look right down from that tax service on the PowerPoint, you're going to see a little symbol that says TaxBot. What that is, it's an app that you can put on your computer or your phone, and it itemizes all of your write-offs for the year. And so what our tax specialists do at the end of the year, they collect that data at the end of the year, whether it's all of your expenses, okay, all of your write-off information, and then they accumulate your taxes with that. So it's not something that you have to spend hours at the end of the tax year trying to find your receipts and itemizing your deductions. They do all that for you. So that was huge for me. And plus they do it for free. After 6 months of being with them and their service, it's a free service for you, okay? All right, next one is legal. So this is something that really spoke volumes to me because when you use this service and you have been a member for Tranont after 90 days, they draw up a free will for you. So how many of you on here have a will set in place? Okay, you can just chat, yes, no. I honestly, when I got into this, right before I got into this company, I thought I was the only person that did not have a will set up for my family. I really did. And then when I got into Tranont and I started meeting people and we started having our meetings, I realized that the majority of people do not have a will set in place for if something were to happen. And I will tell you, as I think we probably all have our stories and all have our testimonies of something that has happened, but we know this life is not forever. We know this life is temporary, okay? And sometimes things happen that we don't expect. And I know, as some of you know this, some of you might not, but I lost my mom very suddenly in a car accident. And luckily I was a young lady. I wasn't living at home anymore. I was in my early 20s when she passed away, but it was sudden and no one knew that it was going to happen. And God forbid that happened to Nick and I, my husband and I. We have 3 kids that I have nothing set in place for. And I knew that that's not what I want to have in my life. I want to have protection for my kids now, and I want to have protection for them when I'm not here. And that is part of the will process, is you just put that in place for your family. It's so important. And after you're with Tranont for 90 days, they draw up a free will for you. So as you can tell, I've been in Tranont for 90 days. My husband and I are working on a will as I speak to you. So we are getting that in place for our family, and we are keeping our kids protected. And that is what is first and foremost important to me, is my family is protected. Okay? All right, next one is identity protection. So what they offer here is, we all know about fraud, right? We're not even safe in our own homes anymore because we have predators that can come on our technology and steal our information, right? And so what they've done is they've partnered up with iDefend, and that is a company that will protect your identity It will protect your assets up to $1 million. It will protect you on social media. It'll protect your technology at home. So whether you have a computer, an iPad, a laptop, it'll protect all that. And that was super important to me because I know fraud is everywhere. I've shared this story before, but I'll share it again because I was really touched. I was touched in a sad way, I guess I would say it. But my little guy's preschool teacher came to me about a month ago, and she was very, very distraught. I was dropping my little guy off at preschool, and she was very, very distraught. And I was inquiring, what's wrong? And she said, well, I had a phone call from Verizon, which I have Verizon myself. And they told me that they needed to update my information and they needed some information. And so I gave it to them. And before she knew it, there were 4 iPhones ordered on her account. And we know that brand new iPhones, they're around $1,000 a piece. So she had $4,000 charged to her Verizon account, and it was fraud. It was fraudulent activity. So it's all over the place. And what Tranont does with our identity protection is they protect you up to $1 million. So if that were to happen to you, they would make sure that $4,000 got right back in your pocket. So that's another huge asset of this company. And last but not least is our mobile health care. So what this is, it is basically you're Skyping with a doctor, okay? So just like you can see me on here and I can see some of you on your computers, if a doctor can diagnose you over the computer, so it can't be anything life-threatening, but if it's the flu or your kids are sick or they have the crud, if they can see you and diagnose you over the computer, what they do is they triage the prescription to your local and nearest pharmacy. So what does that do for you? It saves you on a doctor bill. Okay? You don't have to go to the doctor and pay on the doctor bill, and it saves you time and gas money. Because where I live, I have to drive 45 minutes to take my kids to the doctor. So that's the last thing that I want to do when my kids are sick. I do not want to haul them in my car, take them, drive them to the doctor, then sit in the doctor's office for an hour, and then see the doctor and pay a bill. So this eliminates all that. If they can diagnose you over the Skype, they just triage a prescription for you, and then you're good to go. Okay, so that's what our mobile health is. So as you can see, there's lots of different things that this company holds within it. And that's why I love it so much, because there really literally is something for everyone. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff, okay? We're gonna get to the car bonus, because what Tranont has, it has an amazing compensation plan. And one of the comps that we have on our plan is you can literally get paid to drive a Jeep, okay? Which is amazing because you can eliminate a car payment within that. I will tell you, as Jeff just mentioned a few minutes ago, it only took me 47 days. 47 days to eliminate my car payment and drive my Jeep. And I will tell you, when I got into this, I wanted to eliminate my car payment. Because why? My credit score was not good. So you can only imagine what my interest rate was on my car loan. My car payment was $570. $570. So I was able to eliminate that car payment, and now I get paid to drive a Jeep around, which I've never had a Jeep before, and I love them. I love it. I love it. So what you need, and this is what I loved about this, is you need 3 people that you know that would want to sign up for a membership with Tranont. That's it. You need 3 people that want to entertain a membership. Just like this is how I like to describe it. When we go to the gym, okay, some of us have memberships at the gym. There are certain services that a gym offers. Some gyms offer exercise classes. Some gyms offer therapy pools. Some gyms offer just the weightlifting. And you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. Whether you want to jump in the pool, whether you want to go to a spin class, or whether you want to lift some weights. You get to pick that service. You get to pick what you do. That's exactly what Tranont is. It is a company that you are a member of, and you get to pick and choose the services that best meet you. And why I say that is because some of the services that I might need, that might be conducive to me personally, are not going to be what you need, are not going to be what you want in your life. So I will go over that in just a little bit, but that is just getting 3 people to sign up, become a member. And then what you do, this is what I love about this company, this is another big reason I joined, was you start helping your team members get their signups. It's all about spreading the word. Tranont wants people to be financially secure. They want people to be healthy, to be their best self, healthy wise. How do they do that? They get known. So if we have members, you know, just like a gym, just like anything, when you want to advertise for yourself, when you want to truly help people, what do you need to do? Word of mouth, right? We need a word of mouth. So that's what you do to get to your car bonus, is you get 3 people to sign up, and then you help them get to their 3 people. Okay. Now, if there is questions about that, I would be more than happy to answer that. I know some people, like when I first started, I wish Nicole was here with me because her and I had some good laughs about this. I was very confused on all this. I really didn't understand all of it. So I would love to answer any questions if it's still a little confusing. But it really is about teamwork. It's about helping one another. And that's one of the pulls that drew me into this. There was a lot of different ones, but I will tell you that was one question I asked Nicole, my sister-in-law, right off the bat. Nicole, if I decide to dive into this business, am I going to be alone? And she said, absolutely not. This is a team effort. We work as a team. You have lots of support. You have lots of training. And she was right. I've gotten all that, and I continue to get it. So that is the car bonus. That is what I think a lot of us, and you can click yes in the chat if that's what you're here for, to get that Jeep that's paid for. But I think a lot of us we benefit from having lower debt, right? Because the 2 main debt in American household is your mortgage and your car loan. Mortgage and your car loan. So if you can get rid of that car loan and then get paid to drive a Jeep, why not, right? Why not? Okay, so I like to go to the compensation plan. This is just, the car bonus is just a part of the compensation plan, and that's why it's kind of separated from the other compensation plan. So when I seen this compensation plan for the first time, it was really the first time I looked at a compensation plan and thought, okay, this is doable. I can do this. I don't have to sell $40,000 worth of products to get a Cadillac. Like I can do this, because I will tell you, the main reason I got into this was to eliminate my car payment. I definitely wanted to do that, but I wanted to get residual income so I could pay down my debt. I could have a savings. I could spend more time with my family. I could set up my family for our future. That is why I got into this, was for the residual income per month, okay? So if you look on this, and I won't get too detailed with this, this is definitely something that I can answer one-on-one with people, but I just kind of want to show you what the comp plan looks like. So at entry level, where you see Jade on the top, right away you see you get your Jeep bonus. So that's $350 for your Jeep bonus. And then you get a team bonus for $250. So if you have that Jeep, your first check that they cut to you when you hit your first entry is $600. Okay, $600. And that kind of shows you, if you look at the numbers underneath of it, it shows you what you need to have to get to that entry. So you need 100 PV, is what it's called, personal volume, and then you need a 1,500 group volume, okay? And what that is just people that you've signed up underneath you. What I love about this plan is, like I said, you only had to get 3, right? You had to get 3 signups, but all those people that they're talking to and they sign up, that is all generated business for you. So for instance, with my team, I have, and Jeff and Al can attest to this, I have plugged people underneath them that they don't even know, that live in different states, okay? But it's still group volume for them. And that's what I'm just going to continue to do. Okay. So for like Sarah and Eric, who are in Tennessee, that's on my team, and Kathy, who's in Coeur d'Alene, though, we're just going to continue to grab people and let them change their lives with this company. And that becomes generated business for them. And what astounds me with this, and what continues to astound me, is the community that we have within this. We truly have a community. We're helping each other out. We're supporting each other. We're leaning on each other. This is not something that you go into a business and you're by yourself. It's not. And I want to make that very clear to people, that you get in this and you get the training you need to get you where you want to be financially. Okay. So like I said, at Jade level, which is the first level, it took me 47 days to get there. 47. I have another team member. She's actually holding a home meeting right now as we speak. It took her 30 days. Okay. We have another guy on our team. It took him 12 days. So it really just depends on where you're at. But Nick and I went into this thing and we said, we're going to give it 90 days. We can give anything 90 days to see if it's going to change the course of our future. And it has, praise the Lord. So I want to kind of show you where I'm at next. So I just ranked up to Pearl. And so if you see that, now I make $1,000 a month supplemental income. Okay. So this is an extra $1,000 a month that I'm making. And I got a $2,000 bonus. Now, my sister-in-law, Nicole, who signed me up, they are in Ruby, and they're working their way to Sapphire, actually. But she is making $2,000 a month, and she got a $5,000 bonus. So this is so obtainable, and it's obtainable because this company has the products and the services that are wanting to help people get ahead in life. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I've been in a place where just discouraging. You know, have you ever been there just in your life where you're just discouraged and you've tried different things and it's just not working? I was passionate about moving through that. And I do thank the Lord every day for putting this business on my front porch. He literally put this in my lap. And I'm thankful that I took the 2 steps I needed to put both feet in and did this. And now that I'm in it, and I'm growing teams, you know what my passion is just to help people know that there's hope. If you don't like your current situation, or you want your current situation to be better, there is hope, and we can give it to you within this team. That's what I'm excited about. So if you just, and I won't go through these other ranks, you know, I'll skim through this. There is, you know, you can make up to $55,000 a month, I guess, and $85,000 in bonus pools. So, I mean, and we have people that are there. There are people in the company that are there. I'm happy with what I'm making now, and I'm striving to more, but that's a lot of money. So, okay, so let's get here. Okay. This is the getting started. So what it is it's just $99 to get started, to start your business. That's what you're doing. You're starting your business for $99. And then what you get to do is you get to choose your pack. Now, we just added some really cool packs just this week to our company, and I'm disappointed that they're not on this PowerPoint. So the next time we do a Zoom or a webinar, I'm going to make sure that I have the sheets that we have as members on here so you can see, because it honestly gives all the packs that you can get, all the services you can get. But you honestly just choose your pack. That's all you do. You choose what you want. So if you want the credit, you take the credit. If you want the health pack, you take the health pack. They also have a fitness pack. You take the fitness pack. They have a family pack. You can get the business smart pack, which includes the identity protection, the taxes, and what am I getting here? Sorry. Oh, the identity, the tax, and the legal. That's right. So if you get the business pack, you get the protection, taxes, and legal. So I wish I had that worksheet here so you guys could see. So I'm sorry about that. But it's really an a la carte structure. It's an a la carte structure. And you just pull and you choose from the services that you feel are going to benefit you the most. Okay. So what I like to do at this time, I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Al here in a minute. But I do want to say, you know, if you're interested in getting started for the $99, you have 10 days to choose your packs. Okay, 10 days. So if you wanted to sign up tonight for $99, you still have the 10 days to choose what you want. So make sure that you get in contact with the person that invited you so they can show you the actual setup and you can kind of pick and choose what you want. Okay, so that's there. We'll do our Q&A after Mr. Al, but I do want to introduce him. He has been such a great mentor on my team. I've known him for most of my life. He is, like I said, he is a business owner. He's actually my husband's boss. I know he'll probably bring that up, but so he's a great friend. He's a great counselor and things. He's a great mentor. He's brought a lot of wealth of knowledge and education in my team. And so I feel so blessed to have him. So here he is. Thank you all.
Well, good evening, everyone. Sure glad you chose to join us. I'd like to explain to you why I'm here. People look at the health and the wealth. My reason of being here is I start businesses for mission programs and missionaries, and I don't get involved in anything unless it is residual income. And so when I heard about Tranont, as a matter of fact, Janae's husband, Nick, he works for me. I heard him talking about it, so I come out of my office and I said, what? What did I hear? The uniqueness of what they put together had caught my ear, and I got involved. And it took me 45 days to get my Jeep. As a matter of fact, yesterday, the wife was out picking out my Jeep for her. So I guess I'm going to have to get to the next level and earn her Jeep so I can pick out my Jeep. So that's why I'm here. Not to brag, but I have no mortgage. I have no car payment. I have no RV payments. I am retired as far as I get paid for Social Security. I thank everybody out there. Keep paying it so the government pays me. I have no need for money. I'm not in it to raise money. I was in it because of what the setup is. It is very, very unique to help everyone. I'm in it to raise money for mission projects and missionaries. So anyways, I'm going to go back to the tax that she said I would talk about. The taxes in America are all set up to help businesses buy equipment and products. So at the end of the year, I run almost a multi-million-dollar company at this point in time. Come the end of the year, I've got taxes to pay. So I look at that, my accountant looks at it, and I go out and buy another truck, or I buy another skid steer for our business. So it's all set up for businesses to spend money. So one of the very unique parts about this is the business pack. I would encourage you, as starting your own business, you will have a lot of items to write off that actually will pay for this program to get started. You'll have a minimum, depending on what you do, of $8,000 to $10,000 in deductions that you did not have before if you start this business. So it's very important. The other thing I'm going to do is, Janaea talked about a will. How many of you out there, she already asked this, but you knew you should have had a will? Is that not correct? Everyone knows they're supposed to have a will. Why didn't we do it? Why is that? The next question I'm going to ask you is, everyone out there, including me, we were told by our parents that every time we got a paycheck is to put money aside. How many of us did it? I didn't. Did you? But those days are gone. We cannot get back yesterday's. I didn't put the money away, but I sure wish I did. So this, every time there's an opportunity that comes up like this, you need to look at it and really consider it. On those out there, she told you about the pearl and the ruby. Everyone out there, I'm going to ask you a question. If someone was to give you $1,500 a month, every month, How would that affect you? And the next level is if someone gave you $4,500 a month, every month, that's called residual income, is getting paid tomorrow for what you did today. What would that do for you? You've never had that. I'm going to mention something to you. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. And that's what Tranont, starting your own business, can do for you. What I'd like to do at this time is invite you to get back to the person invited here and get with them. Ask them what the next step is. Get your business started, because if you get your business started, you will be ahead of those that wait. Remember, you cannot change yesterday. You can only change tomorrow. So now we're going to open it up for questions and answers.
All right. That was great. Thank you so much, Al, for that. I have a little bit of a technical difficulty. I've got to get the questions up. So give me 1 second to do that. So that I can get to, let's see. That's not what I want to do. All right. I got it. So I'm going to have, so what questions do you guys have? If any. You can type them on the chat. All right. All right. Well, hey, that's okay. There's no questions. So I hope you guys got a lot from that. I know I did. I'm excited to be part of this company. So we're going to end it with that. But yeah, call the person that you invited them, ask them any questions you have, or you're ready to sign up. We can get you up and going. So, all right, you guys have a good rest of the night.